Today we're working with shiplap, and if you don't know what shiplap is, it's a piece of wood with two rabbets that interconnect and leave a nice even reveal. It's been around forever. The Vikings actually used to use it to build ships. We're going to be using it to build an accent wall. Now, because we're going to be nailing the shiplap to the wall, first thing we need to do is find the studs. We'll use our stud finder. There. Okay, so now that I found the studs, we're going to take a level and we're going to plumb lines all the way down so we'll know exactly where to nail as we go up the wall. All right, now we're ready to start installing the shiplap, and that starts at the bottom. All right, so the reason why we're down here is because we first need to deal with the baseboard. We can either pull off the baseboard and run the shiplap all the way to the floor, then reinstall the baseboard on top of it, or in our case, we can just put the shiplap right on top of the baseboard, and it leaves a nice shadow reveal line right there. Now, we could use a regular tape measure to measure the width of the wall here for our cuts, but I like to use a folding ruler because it gives a much more accurate measurement. Okay, now we're ready for our first course, which is the most important because we want to make sure it's level so that it will translate all the way up the wall. In our case, we are pretty dead on, so we're okay. Now, if you were not, you could kind of nudge each side up to get it level and then start nailing.
With a wall like this, all the cuts are pretty much the same length, so I could really fly through most of this.
All right, we're in the home stretch. We have one more piece. We need just to measure it and cut it, and then we'll caulk, and then we will be done.
Cutting long pieces in a small shop can be a little challenging, but take a look at my little trap door. Now I'm just measuring the width for that last piece to rip. Now just a little bit of caulk to hide the discrepancy in the ceiling and along the edges. You know, I think doing an accent wall like this is a great way to get your feet wet if you're just starting out using shiplap. And once you get the hang of it, really, the sky's the limit.